Yo, what's up, guys? We back at you with another one on today. This is Noble Sports Entertainment. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Do not miss an upload. We're going to talk some Detroit Lions football on today, and we're going to talk about the situation that happened on yesterday. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, yesterday was the firing of head coach Matt Patricia as well as GM Bob Quin. Pretty much the deal that Bob Quin signed with the Lions was a deal that was going to extend as long as Matt Patricia was the head coach of the Detroit Lions. And the biggest thing with the Lions is I think the Lions just held on too long to Matt Patricia. It wasn't really working. A lot of the players were complaining as they started to leave, guys like Darius Slay, Quandre Diggs. It was just a lot of people just talking yesterday. Even Ashawn Robinson even came out of his hole yesterday and was talking about things that Matt Patricia was telling him, I guess, when he was there, talking about ending his career and stuff like that. You don't say that to a player, man. Definitely, you don't want to have that on you as well. It looks like as you're looking, as everything is coming out, it just looked like Matt Patricia was just not a great fit for the Detroit Lions. You know, he probably came over there with his chest poked out, knowing that he came from an organization that was a winning organization with the New England Patriots. And that is a great thing, man. You know, the thing about the Lions when Patricia took over, it was pretty much that the team was just trying to get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they had Caldwell and things of that nature, the team was okay. You know what I'm saying? They was kind of headed in the right direction. They had been to 2 seasons of going to the playoffs and 2 seasons missing under Caldwell. So I know Caldwell has been brought up a lot, but I'm not going to talk about him in this one because it's all about Patricia and Quin. And then Quin, you know, he hit on some of the draft picks like Kenny Galladay and stuff like that, Frank Ragnow. But it's a lot of picks that he just didn't hit on. A lot of these guys didn't pan out. And truth be told, I mean, I knew that eventually this was going to come down the pipeline. It was going to come to these guys being able to keep their job in Detroit. It seems like every coach that has come to coach the Detroit Lions, it's going to be a challenge. And it's going to be a challenge for the next coach that takes this team over. And anybody, and I know a lot of fans may be wondering, like, man, why can't we get a coach that's already have been established, a coach that's been rocking out, doing his thing for a while? And I just think that no coach that has a great resume would probably be willing to take this job, because it's a job that you understand that, you know, if you do succeed with the Lions, you know what I'm saying, they're going to they might give you a statue. You never know. They might just give you that statue in Detroit, because they haven't had any coach to be able to really change the culture of the team. Now, I can say that Caldwell, only thing I can say about him, he was getting close to doing it. The players was really liking him. He was, you know, known as a player's coach. And the players were really buying into the system. And that's what you want, man, from day one. And that's something that Matt Patricia could not garner. He could not garner the respect of the guys in the locker room. And I don't know how the practices was and stuff like that. Maybe it was just very tough on these guys. I remember the time when Darius Slay or whoever was complaining about the snow outside. Now, you know, sometimes, you know, you're going to play in elements like that. You're going to be outside. But I understand that coming from a team that doesn't play outside, Detroit plays in a dome, so I can kind of understand you don't want to be out there getting hurt and stuff like that, because you can get hurt out there. But at the same time, it was just so many things going on with Patricia that just did not pan out and work with the Detroit Lions. And I wish the guy nothing but the best. I would never want anybody to lose their livelihood, especially when you coach and you coach for a living and you make money from coaching. And now Patricia's going to have to find something else. He probably would not be another head coach in the league again. He'll probably just end up being a coordinator. And I wish the guy nothing but the best, but he just could not get it done in Detroit. And they needed somebody in there that the team would be able to buy in from day one. And a lot of people and a lot of teammates of the Detroit Lions, former teammates, was just speaking out on the situation. And then guys that was in-house, they really couldn't say as much about Patricia, even though they're probably happy that he's probably gone. So now the Detroit Lions are on the hunt for a GM, and they're on the hunt for a head coach. Matt Patricia, his defense was trash. I just gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta keep it 100. His defense was trash. The Lions have never really been good in a 3-4 defense. They have always probably been good more so in a 4-3 defense when they got 4 linemen up there and 3 linebackers doing their thing. And that's probably something that they need to go back into. I definitely want to see how the team is going to perform on defense with Unalin being able to be the guy and being able to call the plays. And now you got pretty much you have Darrell Bevel taking over. I don't expect this team to win any more games for the rest of the season. If they do, it'll be definitely shocking and surprising. But I don't expect for the Lions to win any more games. They definitely, they're going to have to make some decisions with Stafford as well, especially the new coach, GM, whatever, whenever that situation comes up. Because it's like, you know, Stafford will be going on year 13, and he just has not had success with this team. And I would rather see Stafford get an opportunity to compete for a championship, man. You definitely want to see that for Stafford. He's been here for a long time. And I just think that it's time to make a change. It's time to do something different. And it's just time, man. It's just time. And with change coming into the organization and Sheila Hemp putting the hammer down yesterday on Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia, I think that it was definitely overdue. It was time. But at the same time, being able to get the right coaches and the right staff to come in here, because who can actually change this culture of this team? You know what I mean? It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a nice little rebuild. I'm saying that it's going to take them 2 or 3 seasons because of all the things that Matt Patricia brought in here that was from New England. Being able to change the personnel, the players, things of that nature. You know, it's guys that's getting overpaid. And it's just a lot, man, going on in the organization of the Detroit Lions. And, you know, I want to see this team have the opportunity to compete and win and things of that nature. But you're like saying, like, man, when would these guys ever be able to win? You know what I'm saying? They've been rebuilding since 1957. And the biggest thing I see with this organization is that I always said, like, look, if they can't change this thing around, maybe the Fords should sell it, and they probably will not sell it. But that's just my mindset at this time. You know, maybe they should allow somebody else who really wants to see this franchise get the Detroit Lions into the promised land and eventually win a Super Bowl, because the city of Detroit would erupt if this team ever got close to winning a Super Bowl, because that's the disrespect. And that is the laughing of the league and being the doormats of the league. That's how everybody sees Detroit nationally in the media, as a laughing stock and guys that just can't get right, a franchise that just can't get right. So I'm hoping that after the firing of Matt Patricia and Quin, that they would ultimately be able to get a GM and a head coach that would really, really, truly be able to change this franchise. And if you get a guy in here that changed the franchise, man, he's going to be looked at as the man, because that's what they've been looking for a long time. They've went through a carousel of coaches, GMs, and it still has not worked. So is it maybe the Fords need to sell the team, or what is the problem? Because a lot of people are saying, okay, it's the players, it's this and that, but we still have not really found the issue. Is it the ownership? You know, what is it in Detroit to not allow these guys to be playing competitive football in December, or not playing competitive football every season where they have an opportunity? I mean, you're talking about since 1991, you know, winning a playoff game. It's been a very, very long time, and it's a drought in Detroit as far as winning. And that's what they need. They need somebody that's going to come here and help this team get to the next phase or whatever it needs to get to. But all right, guys, let me know what you think about the firing of Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. I'm out of here. Peace.